But Miss Amy's gonna fire it up here, and I gotta do some kind of janky stuff here with the battery. So I'm ready when you are. No? Alrighty everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome, my name is Mike. Today we're gonna go ahead, start Project OBS. So Project OBS, it's a 1995 Ford F-150. It's got 190,000 miles on it, and I'm gonna go through the entire truck. We're gonna build this truck on the channel. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff to the truck, a lot of my own turning on it. Whatever I can't do, we'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll learn how to do it. Like I don't know how to weld, so maybe welding might be in the future of some sort, but it's gonna be an interesting video here today. It is hot as hell. Not that bad, pretty warm. As before, you saw a lot of trucking videos on there. Trucking will still come on this channel in the future. I wanna do some kind of like interviews and stuff like that, but today we're gonna start on my new project, which is my pickup truck. This is gonna be the Project OBS series here. We're gonna film all like the little stuff I do to it, because I noticed on YouTube there's not a lot of videos on these trucks. Some here and there, but they're from like 75 years ago. And so this could be a lot of a learning curve and how to get some of these things done. But today we're gonna kick it off on this episode here. We're gonna go through this whole truck. We're gonna build the truck on the channel to where I would like to be with this truck. And it's my first OBS, so it's an F-150. I'll go show you guys the truck here in just a minute. We have some long tube headers, which we will be putting on the truck. If you guys are looking to buy a car, I have a 2003 Maxima for sale, shameless plug. Let's take a look here at the truck though. So it's a 1995 F-150 XLT. So we'll go over what this is here in just a moment. This was a mistake. I'm gonna teach you about that one. It's gonna be kind of hard to see here because I don't have my light, but down below here is gonna be the hardest part, which is my passenger side. But I did go ahead and lube the living hell out of this thing with some PB Blaster. Smells absolutely terrible. This side shouldn't be too bad, but the exhaust is already basically cut off. I already went through. I put new fuel tanks in the truck, and this truck has 2 fuel tanks. We went ahead, put new fuel tanks in it, sandblasted the frame, did all of that, got it all dialed in. Then come to find out that the previous owner like booger welded my entire exhaust like to the body. It was like weird. I don't know. It was very odd, very odd. So I'm gonna have to make new hangers for the exhaust when I eventually put exhaust on here, because I'm going to run it open header for a little bit. But a lot of things I would like to do to the truck. So as of recently, I got a new water pump on it. I don't know if you guys can see it down here. Put a new water pump on it last year, new belt, new thermostat housing down yonder. And what is this? Well, listen. I'm a backyard style mechanic where I don't know a lot and I kind of just wing it a lot of the times. So with that being said, we're missing the radiator shroud. Yeah. Whilst I was doing the water pump, I'm like, wow, what an inconvenience this radiator shroud is, right? So I end up taking the radiator shroud out. Long story short, somehow, way or another, the radiator shroud is in a landfill somewhere in Delaware. No idea where it could be, but when I went ahead and I put these new hoses on, I kept noticing it kept hitting the damn fan. And I'm like, why is this hitting the fan so much? Come to find out, boys, the radiator shroud that is supposed to be sitting here, which goes outward, this rests on top of. So radiator shroud is in the future for this thing. I'd like to eventually eliminate the smog, which is all this, the pump down here, this right up here as well. Bring it up, Mike. There it is. Like I said, I want to build this whole truck. I'll go show you guys the interior real quick. It's got 190,000 miles on it. And it's, the wife says it's pretty dirty. I don't think it's that bad, but it is a 5-speed. Listen, got some new wiring for the emergency brake. We had done that, so I have a new line. I got to actually put the cover back on here. I do have the cover for this. But yeah, 5-speed manual, custom shift ball I threw on there. It's got 194,000 miles on it, as you can see. Got some garbage there, my antennas. Kind of just was putting things together in the truck here. But give you guys a nice little look here of the truck. 4-wheel drive. There's a little bit of rust here. I got some rust right here, but it's just on the outside of the panel here. This is like just like surface, so I could probably just like really just get rid of that. Rocker panels though, looking pretty legit, which I'm really impressed about. A little bit of fading on the roof. Come around the back side of it, and sitting on the welds, I guess these are. I got rust here. Got a little bit of rust right here. And then I believe on this side too, yeah, rockers are pretty legit. So this is my daily I picked up about a year and a half ago. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start taking this thing apart. We're gonna start taking this out here. I wanna take this out to get it out of my way. And we're gonna get this thing all dialed in and eventually throw some headers on this thing. But first things first, let me go ahead, I'll put the camera down and we'll get a before sound on what this thing sounds like. It actually comes out. There you guys go. And I'm gonna put the little microphone right on top too so you guys can hear it. Okay, so you guys heard the exhaust. Actually, the exhaust comes out down there. I did not know that. So I'm gonna have to take out this O2 sensor. Let me scooch under here a little bit more. Transmission's got a little bit of leakage. Wow, look at that. Check that out. Oh, I got a transmission filter? Or no, it's my starter. Okay, so the starter's not bad to get to. That header's gonna suck. I wonder if I take out the... Well, we'll see what happens. So we'll have to see and play it by ear. So I got like a little bit of surface rust down here, but other than that, I had sandblasted most of it all down the end and got her all dialed in. But I probably just sounded weird right there because my microphone was in my mouth. But wow. Huh. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? All right, so my goal is today is to try to get this off. Try to break it at the flanges. I can kind of see where it is. We're just gonna be right up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I gotta try to get it there. And then obviously on the other side. Wow, this transmission's really got a lot of oil on it. I gotta really do something about that. So I'm gonna probably end up saving maybe the muffler, because eventually I'm gonna probably need something down the road to pass inspection. I'm not sure if it's gonna bust my chops or not, but what's that hanging down there? Okay, so also to show you guys, this is the new cable, which is really kind of like a pain to deal with. And I probably really should hang this back up, but I can see right here it's broken off of this, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Oh my God, I thought this was just dangling. Could you imagine? I mean, I could. I can 100% imagine. There's a lot of things I can imagine with this damn thing. Okay, so, but you'll see, I got the new fuel tank here. Okay, so I am not good at this recording thing, especially on these, so let's go into it. Hopefully that kicks off soon. I don't know if you guys can hear the air compressor or not, but went ahead and we are almost about 6 or 7 days later from when I began the project. I ended up having a few things to do on the weekend and I didn't realize it. So we're back at it again here, and finally got the driver's side manifold off. I was able to clean up that hole there. I got the other holes to clean up. My spark plugs aren't really looking the hottest, so we're gonna definitely have to try to probably swap those out while I'm here. So the manifold's there on the ground, and I'm just waiting for the air to build back up here. I got my little air grinder, air whizzer. And I'm really thinking about changing my plugs on this thing. They kind of look really rough and everything's off right now, so I don't know. It probably would be the smart thing to do, considering I'm right here. The wires look okay, but yeah, I probably will though. But we're gonna go ahead, get this thing dialed back in. There you go, that finally shut off. Hopefully now everyone can hear me. So another good look at it there. I did have to move this thing here, this airline hose or whatever that goes into the air box here. This is a 9550. And what else did I do on the side? I did break the dipstick where the light is shining. So I can kind of show you this here. Let me clip my little microphone there. So what I ended up breaking is this. I don't know if you guys can see that down there. That piece there kind of goes over to the bracket there. There's another bracket that goes there too. I wonder what that bracket goes for. Check that out. What does that bracket go to? Oh, that's for the all that modulation up there for the vacuum lines, I guess. So I might need to put a longer bolt in. I don't know. I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up though, and we'll see if we can get this header on. Okay, little update. New plugs. If you guys can see them down there, new plugs are in. Because I ended up breaking the spark plugs on the passenger side, or the driver's side, I should say. I broke the plugs over here, so I ended up going with new plugs. Going with the NGK's G-Power. Hopefully decently enough to be good. And actually, if I go into my little parts, this is the old spark plug there that I broke. And the funny thing is these plugs here, these are the plugs that came out of it. All kind of wrecked up, man. It has been a day, to say the absolute least. So this header has been on and off about 10 times. I couldn't really get it to bolt in the way I wanted it to. So then I made sure all my holes were clean and everything else. So that's all good to go. So we're gonna be putting that back on here shortly. Hook up all the vacuums and stuff on this side. And then this side, hopefully, I'm gonna put the plugs in after on this side. After I put the header on, I wanna put the plugs in after. This side's a lot easier to do. Passenger side, I already put the plugs in. And as you see the battery on the ground, I'm getting a new battery as well because these terminals are absolutely shot. But if you guys can see down there, I don't know how I can point this out. If you guys follow the ratchet right here, I have one broken stud. So tomorrow morning I have another style stud breaker or whatnot. I tried these things here from Harbor Freight, which I guess they would work better if I was with a bolt. But I thought maybe with the smallest one there, you can see I tried this one here, it's a little rusted. So I'm gonna have this other one, try it out, and see. I don't have a welder or anything like that to weld a bolt on it. Battery's getting changed as well. I'm gonna redo these terminals here because they're absolutely shot, destroyed. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, I don't know, I got a good deal on this at Harbor Freight, even though I don't really need one. Earthquake, 70 foot-pounds, cost me like 30 bucks. So I can't go wrong with bad deals. Cannot go wrong at all. So like I said, it is Friday. I think we started this video, I don't even know when, man. God, I don't know. A while to say the least. So that's the other manifold there. Brought to you by Pampers. So anyway, we're gonna this side. Listen, I'll be honest. I'm really glad I only broke one. So I'm gonna take my air grinder and clean up the portholes here on this side so I can get a nice good connection. I want to make sure there's no real gaps in between it. Make sure it's nice and smooth for the gasket. Had a small fire behind the engine, so we'll see. We'll see what kind of lines I lost there. And then there's a bracket that bolts right here, and it goes down. And they call it like an intake plenum support bracket. And I ended up having to cut that off. So, when they tell you that you're married to something, pretty positive I'm married to this truck. Hasn't really cost me a lot though, but you see one thing wrong and you might as well just go ahead and get it done right. I just wish, to be honest with you, I ordered ahead of time my, wow, this terminal's really shot. I really wish I had ordered ahead of time the smog delete kit so I can go ahead and get rid of all of it, but it's always next weekend. So I'll jump back on the camera here. All these are in, gapped, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead over there, set up, and I'll show you what I did too. So I try to use my head a little bit. I had like these studs. Look at this, by the way. Look how this one came out. Can you see that? That was a good one. But what I do is I actually cut them here, and that hurt. Anyway, tools just be falling. I don't know if I have another one in here. I don't, but it's in the block. So I'll show you. So what I have right here is a stud, and I'm using this stud here. I'm actually putting it here in the hole just a little bit. And I'll have one here and probably one here, and then I'll lay the gasket on it, and then I'll probably put one here and one in the back, and then I'll put the gasket on, and then I'll lay the header on it, and I'll let the header sit right here. This way I can make sure everything's lined up when I put the new day. Hopefully this is the final day. This is Saturday, and I actually took that car out. Someone was gonna come and buy it. Wasn't their forte. Car still for sale. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and dive in this side. I tried to get the bolt out. I don't know what I did with it. I'll show you guys. I tried to get the bolt out of the head. It didn't work out too well. So that snapped clearly off. However, after a lot of hemming and hawing, I am gonna put heads on this truck eventually. So I gotta go to work. So we'll just get it back together and hope for the best here. But we'll go ahead, I'll show you guys how we're making out. Again, brought to you by Pampers. So, that is where we're at right now. And I don't know what happened to that damn bolt. But anyway, this is the one I snapped right here. So it's pretty much clear flush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the wire wheel, clean up this whole side, and get it ready for the header. Then I gotta move this. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I gotta get this out of my way too, because this here has to do with, there we go. I'll try to hold it up there. That's gonna go into this tube here. But I gotta put the other spark plug back in. I took it out while I was trying to wrench on that. And I thought I had it out here. Maybe it's on my, oh, there it is, I see it. So we're gonna clean that side up, drop the header in. Now, last night, on this side, as you guys can see, get the header in this side. Header's in. I have one more spark plug to put in. I was kind of waiting on it because I got to tighten up one of the bolts a little bit more. This side is all done, ready to go. Plugs are in, except one. Header's on. And then I can pretty much bolt this side all back together, put the dipstick back in, a whole 9. Man, what a lot, man. Also noticing this lower hose is like hitting that, I don't know, bump or the power steering box or something. So I'm gonna probably try to remove that, or maybe cut a little piece of this off here, put that there. I gotta get a radiator shroud so that doesn't keep hitting. And there's no battery. I'm gonna get all these new terminals. These terminals are shot. So I'm gonna clean all this up. Where did the negative cable go? Here's negative. Negative's all shot too, so I'm gonna get that all dialed in. Got my airline. We're gonna whiz wheel it. And then when we come back here, through the mess of things, you guys will see right here, this is the stud. So I tried one of these Acorn looking things here. And I mean, she worked good enough where she split her, so. Got our coffee, got my wheel, and well, let's get to cracking. You're in the car, right? No, I'm not. All right, wait, you get in the car. All right, passenger side header is on. Everything is back, bolted up, all of the vacuum lines, the whole nine. I did not put my intake plenum support back on, but I do have the ground here. I'm gonna make sure that none of my wires burn. I have it going around that. Got to change the battery out still, but Miss Amy's gonna fire it up here, and I gotta do some kind of janky stuff here with the battery. So I'm ready when you are. No? Yep, go ahead. All right, so we're gonna let this thing idle. We're gonna let it idle down. There it goes. Idle down a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see much there. I just have a little bit of water leaking out because I opened up my hoses. But motor's running really smooth. It's not shaking or nothing. I still gotta put my intake hoses on it. But gonna let it run for a little bit here. We got brand new plugs in it, the whole nine. So, man, I'm stoked. Thing's running. I'm gonna let the paint run all a bit. All the bolts are tight. Want to make sure that none of my plugs burn. As you can see here now, the truck's really idled down a lot. But now here you go. Here comes the choke a little bit on it. So, man, header job done. So. See what happens here in Project OBS episode 2. Like I said, I want to eventually do heads on this thing. That'll be a little while to come. But headers are done. We'll do a lot of like meticulous things too with like redoing interior parts and all that. I do have like door handles I want to get done, and I want to get the interior all cleaned up and all that fun stuff. But if you guys enjoyed the video, I know it's going to be kind of weird all over the place, but 1995 5.0 long tube headers. We'll have an update video too, because I am going to get full exhaust put onto this, and I'm going to have it come out right back down there. So eventually too, you're going to hear this thing kind of missing around a little bit. I got a lot of the emission stuff still on it, but I'm going to be removing some of it, the smog and all of it, and plus I have no oxygen sensor at this time, so you're going to hear that fuel ratio kind of sound like she's canned, but man, I'm stoked. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. And this is one of the first times I've done long tubes by myself. I did it on a 2000 Corvette with the help of a buddy. And I mean, listen, maybe my little one gave me a little hand here or there, but man, I'll tell you, what a long project here, and very stoked that she's running. So again, guys, I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it.